What is up, folks, and welcome to the BJT show where I talk about sports, media, entertainment, and such things. I'm your host, Byron, and in this episode, I have a very special guest. He is the quarterback for Norfolk State University. It is Earl Woods III. Earl, thank you for joining.
Appreciate you for having me.
So, before I want to get into the episode, I want to shout out to the sponsors of the show. So, shout out to E3 Protein. You should check out their Instagram at E3 Energy Cubes. And I want to give a shout out to Gym Sports. They specialize in football gloves and other athletic apparel. And their Instagram is at JEMZ_sports. So check them out. As a junior in high school, you threw for over 3,000 passing yards, 32 passing touchdowns, and you rushed for over 2,100 yards. And you won the Gatorade Player of the Year award in Alabama for the 2021 to 2022 year. What was that like winning that award?
It was a blessing, honestly, knowing that all the hard work that I put in throughout that offseason had paid off.
You were a three-star recruit in high school. What was your recruitment process like?
It was kind of good. I kind of was like going through the recruitment process, like as everything, really just trying to brand myself and get myself out there. Kind of like under recruited, because everybody thought I was gonna go to college and be like an athlete, but I wanted to play quarterback. So
You started your college career at Jacksonville State. What led you to choose them?
I'm really Coach Rich Rod, knowing what he had in the past, what he had did at West Virginia with Pat White and all the other great quarterbacks that he had, really knowing what he can do with undersized quarterbacks like me. I knew I could fit his system and what he wanted to accomplish.
You also transferred to Kennesaw State for the 2024 season. What was your experience like there?
I want to say it was good. I'm sitting back learning. Things didn't turn out how I wanted them to, but everything happened for a reason.
You recently transferred to Norfolk State University in Virginia, and they just got a new coach and former NFL quarterback Michael Vick. So what led you to, make the decision to transfer there?
Coach Vick called me, told me what he was trying to accomplish, what goals that he had in mind for me and as the team and whole, and that's just something that I wanted to be a part of.
What was that process like talking to Michael Vick and figuring out, okay, is this the right fit for me? What does Michael Vick think? He was a really good NFL quarterback and just, seeing some of that talent in you and wanting to bring you on at his new team.
It was a blessing, honestly, to get a call from a guy like that, knowing what he did in college and what he did in the NFL. I kind of like modeled my game after him a little bit, but it was amazing getting that call from him. Him saying what he wanted from me and for the team, like it was just amazing. It was an honor, and that's something that I'm willing to do and start off.
You talk about modeling your game after Michael Vick. Is it sort of the athletic ability that Michael Vick has, or is it sort of the passing, or just, everything about being a really good dual threat quarterback?
Really like being a great dual threat quarterback. There's a couple of dual threat guys that I kind of like try to take some out of their game and put into my game, but really like everything.
What are you most excited about playing for Norfolk State University this season?
I'm really just trying to win the MEAC, trying to win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good teams in the MEAC. I know Howard is in there, I believe, and some other HBCU schools. I've been to the Celebration Bowl before. I was there, I want to say, in 2023 when Florida A&M played against Howard. So I think that was a really cool thing to see. And, just the coverage and the attention that HBCU sports is getting, I think that's really cool for HBCU sports and sports in general. So how do you feel to sort of be a part of that?
I really don't know too much about it, like honestly, and I don't try to get too caught up in like the media and all the hype and all that. I just really just want to get better, work on my game, and play football and win games.
Where do you rank yourself among other quarterbacks in college football?
Um, I really like. I haven't even played a game, so only the work would tell. Like I don't try to do all that or get myself involved in that. I just want to play football and let my film and highlights speak for themselves.
So you just keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah, I just keep the main thing, the main things. Try to stay focused and not get myself involved with the hype.
Describe your leadership ability because, with quarterbacks, they got to be really good leaders. They got to know the offense. They got to tell the players where to be, where to go on offense, and they're pretty much the leader of the team. So, what is your leadership ability like and your leadership skills?
Really like an alpha dog. I'm trying to lead by example and pay it away for others. And I lead, they follow type thing, but all us would be on the same page. Really like the alpha dog. Like when everything going bad, I'm the calm one in the ship. Like they can look at me and know that their quarterback is good.
Who's your favorite current player in the NFL right now?
I got three favorite players in the NFL right now: Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and Bryce Young.
Do you think Lamar Jackson is going to win his third MVP for this season?
Yeah, I think he is. He should.
Yeah, he's had a terrific season, over 4,000 passing yards and almost rushing for 1,000 rushing yards too, and also having like 38 plus passing touchdowns, I believe, something in that range, and a good amount of rushing touchdowns to go along with that. So Lamar's been going crazy this year, definitely.
Yeah, he amazing. Fun to watch.
When you began your journey playing football, did you see yourself being in this position now?
Honestly, I really didn't. I really didn't. I always worked hard and did all that type stuff, but you really can't tell what's in the future. Like you just really just gotta keep your head focused and just keep working. Like a year ago, you asked me would I be here? Nah, I say no.
Going back to you being the Gatorade Player of the Year in high school, and with you being a college athlete now, playing college football and those sorts of things, how have you handled that attention that comes with that on and off the field?
I mean, I handle it very well. Like I'm the same person on the field and off the field. I don't try to change who I am. Really, just I'm the same guy.
How do you think Michael Vick will develop you at Norfolk State University?
With his knowledge of the game, him playing at higher levels, I think it'll be great for me to learn from a guy that done been through it all, that done seen the toughest of the toughest, what it take to be a great quarterback and a great leader. The preparation, I think it'll be fun. It'll be amazing. Can't wait, really.
Describe your journey playing football from when you were young to playing now. Like, sort of, okay, you're playing football, going through ups and downs, possibly, and all those sorts of things, and really just persevering, being on that grind as many football players are. So, describe that whole process.
Really ups and downs. Like you got to be mentally focused and mentally locked in. Like it get hard. People don't understand what college athletes go through. Even the big name guys, even the small name guys who at smaller schools, like the mental preparedness. Like you just got to be mental prepared for everything that come your way. Like it's a lot of ups and downs in this.
With the new landscape of college football, there's so much going on in college football, especially with NIL, transfer portal, and it's just so much tied into it. What's your take on the current state of college football?
It's kind of hectic right now. Like I ain't really got no say so on it, cause I'm in it. I'm just playing football. Whatever rule the NCAA come out with, that's what they come out with. I question some of them, but shoot, I really ain't got no say so. I just play football.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a good way to be, though. It's like, look, I'm not worried about all the extra stuff. I'm just want to play football and play football. Everything else will be there when
Everything
it's
else
there.
gonna unfold.
What motivates you?
My mom and my little brother,
What's your relationship with your mom and your little brother like?
they mean everything to me. They mean the world to me. My backbones who been there with me through it all. Even when I was losing to when I was winning, who keep me focused, really keep me on track.
What's the nicest thing someone has done for you?
The nicest thing someone has done for me, really, I it's really a lot that done happened to me, but really like mainly the checkups, the check-ins, people who let me know they still there for me and still love me, like that really mean the world to me, mean a lot to me.
What's your favorite thing about being a quarterback?
The ball in your hand every play, you get to make the decisions.
So, with being a quarterback, there's so much that goes through a quarterback's mind, especially when they get the play call, they go to the huddle, explain everything, and go up to the line, making checks. Okay, where are the safeties? What are we doing? Are we going to motion here? Pre-snap and post-snap reads. It's just so much going on. What's your take on that and sort of your process being a quarterback and having to have all those things, in line because it is difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how you prepare yourself. Like watching the film, all that stuff will tell you when you get on film. You get out there and you get the look that you prepared for in practice. Like all that. it just come to you naturally, like when you preparing.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think the hardest positions in football are quarterback and cornerback.
Yeah,
Because at cornerback, you don't know what they're gonna do. You just read and react, and you just gotta go.
yeah.
But
I feel
yeah,
like all hard for real, because certain people got
hmm
certain different jobs. Everybody got to be accountable.
yeah, it definitely can be tough. Especially being a QB, you gotta know everything. And then when the team's winning, the QB gets a lot of praise, and if the team lose, the QB takes majority of the blame.
Yeah,
So it's
facts.
definitely a lot to deal with. What's your favorite memory from playing football so far?
My favorite memory, probably when I was younger. I probably was on the bench. I was playing for a little league team. I was on the bench. I probably was the youngest one, number 31. And one of my family members hollered, put him in. I got in and got the ball for the first time. And it was up from there. Like that's when I started loving football, liking football really.
You were talking about, throughout the recruitment process where some teams are like, okay, well, we might want you to be an athlete or, do this or do that, but you're just sticking to it like, I'm a quarterback, I want to play quarterback, and I'm going to play quarterback. So, how was it for you basically sticking with, okay, I want to play QB and I'm going to play QB? How was that for you?
It's really just believing in yourself, and can nobody tell you in this world what you can and can't be. It's just believing in yourself and being blessed with the opportunity to go do so and showcase your talent and your ability.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen so many quarterbacks from the Lamar Jacksons to other QBs here and there. People say, well, they're really athletic and all this kind of stuff, but I don't know if they can really play QB. I don't know if you can put the scheme around it and all this sorts of stuff. But you see it all the time in the NFL now. Quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, other QBs as well that are mobile, that are really athletic, but they can still do the typical quarterback thing, stand in the pocket, throw the ball accurately, all those kind of things. But I feel like the game of football has changed so
Yeah,
much
facts.
where offenses are so dynamic and it's not just one way to win
Yeah, that's what it come down to. Like I think that what is changing now, like all the quarterbacks gonna be mobile and can move. It's hard to defend 11, but when you just playing with 10 guys on the field, it's easy for the defense. Like it's way easier for them. And defenses they athletic too, so you might as well play 11 on 11. But this what today's game turning into. You got to be able to be mobile to play quarterback. I feel like.
There's so many mobile quarterbacks in the NFL, like I was saying before, like Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, the Josh Allens, Justin Herberts. It's like so many mobile QBs in the NFL, and I feel like the days of kind of a stationary quarterback just
Over with.
drop back, throw the ball like a Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Who Peyton Manning is my favorite player ever, but I think like the game has shifted so much, since then.
Yeah, it has because it like I said before, it's hard. It's hard when you got a mobile quarterback like defensive coordinators, and they'll tell you it's hard to game plan against it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with mobile QBs, they give a lot of defensive coordinators nightmares because it's hard to defend it. It's hard defending that read option, especially when they can throw the ball well too. It's like they can do everything. So I don't think it's just, one solid thing that you have to do or that you can do. It's like keep them in the pocket, don't let them run, but if you keep them in the pocket, they can throw the ball well from the pocket and beat you that way. And it's like, well, force them out of the pocket, make them run around, make them uncomfortable, but they're still extending plays and making plays, even, being mobile and running. So
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to do, definitely.
yeah, it is.
What are your goals for the upcoming season?
Goals. I want to win. Winning me at really take everything game by game, day by day, prepare the right way. I just really want to become a better young athlete, young male athlete. Really, that's it. Just work on my game. Just want to win. That's all I want to do is win. Everything else gonna handle its own.
Absolutely. I feel like you got to have that mentality where you're really focusing and really locking in on, the main objective, and that's winning. And I think that comes from like, not only internally from athletes, especially quarterbacks, but it starts with the coaches too. And the NFL starts at the top with the front office, down to the coaches, down to the players. I feel like with everybody being in sync and they all have the same goal, and it's like, okay, we're trying to win, and we really got to work hard and lock in. I feel like with a good culture, it makes things kind of easier for the team, and putting that winning culture in there puts that sort of plan in motion a bit further than you would see with teams that don't have a good culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, once you keep the main thing, everybody got that one common goal. All the other stuff gonna come. Everything else will come.
Who's the best player that you played against in football from high school to now?
I played against so many guys. I played against Tez Johnson, Kool-Aid McKinstry. I done played against some guys like real. I ain't play against him, but he was on a different side of the ball for me. Peter Woods, that was at Thompson. We was at practice though. I played against a good amount of guys, great guys. I played against Yanze. He played defensive end at Alabama. I played against a good amount of guys. I don't want to leave nobody out. That's why, like, I could be going on and on. Like, the competition is good.
hmm Definitely, yeah. Especially in Alabama. You named Tez Johnson. He went to Oregon. He did really good for Oregon.
Yeah,
I think he just declared for the draft recently, and I know he's Bo Nix's brother. And so I think Bo Nix is from Alabama also. So I think that's really cool.
yeah.
What's the coolest thing about being a college athlete?
I mean, I really don't even be trying to look at that type stuff. I really don't even know like the coolest thing. Probably like the younger guys looking up to you. That's that's about it. Like the younger guys looking up to you. They trying to get to where you at.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is really with sports, just in general.
Yeah.
Being on a team and you have those players where it's like, okay, those are some of like the top dogs, and like, okay, I want to be where they're at and all those kind of
Mm-hmm.
things. So now I want to get into the rapid fire questions. What is your favorite movie?
Friday.
I know people who can recite every single line from Friday like
Yeah.
clockwork. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Friday.
What musical artist do you listen to the most?
Rollo.
Rollo has a lot of crazy punchlines, especially punchlines related to football. I've always thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Steak.
Do you like your steak cooked medium well, rare? What?
I'm on a
How do you like your
medium.
steak?
Real steak lovers know medium is that's the perfect way to get it cooked.
So you're not like a well done steak type of person.
Nah, that's burnt really.
Yeah, I feel that. I get that. Some people like the steak still kind of bleeding a little bit, but I see jokes about that on social media all the time.
Yeah, medium and medium well, like that's probably like the fringe. Medium well like the fringe, but medium is perfect.
What was your favorite sports team growing up, and what's your favorite sports team now?
And I ain't never had a. I always been like a sports player. Like I like players. I don't really care for the team.
So who's your favorite player currently and favorite player of all time in any sport?
I say currently right now is Lamar, and all time would be LeBron James.
Nice. How do you think LeBron has done on the Lakers so far?
Yeah, legend. Really, he ain't he ain't did enough. Honestly, like he a baller for real.
Is LeBron James the GOAT
Yeah, of course,
over Michael Jordan? You sure?
of course. It's no question,
Okay,
no
okay.
brainer.
I've heard a lot of opposing arguments. I know a lot of people that say LeBron, and I know a lot of people that say Michael Jordan. So it's like
It ain't
it's
nothing
so much
LeBron
that
can't
goes
do.
that goes into it. It's true. It's also true. I give you that. I'm not a super big basketball head, but like I like basketball a good bit. It's probably my second favorite sport. But football is number one. Who do you think the football GOAT is?
Football goat. Oh, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. 7 rings.
It's easy.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of like prevented myself from calling Tom the GOAT, but when they beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl, I was like, all right, I
Who
just
you
had
thought
to.
was the goat before that?
Well, I thought before that Falcons Super Bowl, I want to say Tom had That was might have been his fifth ring at the time. That might have been ring number five or ring number six. I don't know. I want to say five. I want to say five. And so who I thought was the GOAT, at least up until now, I thought it was always Joe Montana.
Yeah, Joe
Joe
Montana.
Montana,
I see. I never grew up on
undefeated
that
in the
era.
Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, I didn't either. I wasn't born during that era, but like I know a lot of, I guess, football history and information, and I've had family that's played for the 49ers before. And so to me, Joe Montana is like, 4-0 in the Super Bowl. I don't think he's ever even had a turnover in the Super Bowl. So it's just like,
That's
it's
cold.
crazy. But then you got Brady, though. Even though Brady's lost some Super Bowls, he's been to 10 and won 7 of
Know
them.
how hard that is?
So very difficult. Multi-time MVP, a bunch of all pros, I think, all that stuff. But Peyton Manning is like my football legend though. Peyton, I've always said Peyton was better than Tom Brady as a quarterback. Now, I'm not saying like GOAT, or just playing the quarterback position.
Yeah.
But as I learned more about Tom Brady, I was like, okay, like my respect for Tom has just went up and up and up. Especially when he went to Tampa during COVID and when he won the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know, like there's nothing you can't really say about Tom really at that point. But Eli did beat him in 2 Super Bowls though, so shout out Eli Manning. I rock with Eli Manning too though. Shout out to the Giants. All right, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed that episode. Be sure to follow me on my social medias. Those will be in the description box. Earl, I want to thank you a lot for joining the show. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
And y'all can follow Earl on his social medias too. Those will be in the description box as well. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I always say, hope you have a good one. Peace out.